Holy shit, we're outside.
Yes, we're gone, according to the Nameless One. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Planescape Torment.
Yeah.
Looks like the Dusty's lost one of the deaders.
All right. Yes. So we spent a whole really fucking long time in the mortuary. And yeah.
Whoa,
that took, Jesus, a good 5 or 6 episodes for us to get out onto the streets of Sigil. But we're here, finally! I'm a little bit worried about this dude right over here.
The
thugs will just kind of randomly come up and attack you, so you kind of got to be careful about all that.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, Matt, do you remember what our objectives are?
We have to find the dude.
The dude. Yes.
I forget his name.
Of Pharod.
That's right. Pharod,
yes.
the dude.
Pharod.
Pharod will have more answers for us, theoretically, about who we are and where we came from.
That's correct. And yes, as per the letter that we found, Penn's note, they're saying that the Dustmen in the Gathering Dust Bar, as mentioned here, may have some information about Pharod. So
sweet.
Let's figure out where the Gathering Dust Bar is.
Cool. This filthy-looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains cover it from head to toe. Judging by the smell and the texture, the stains run from rotten fruit to mud and bird droppings. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body, and several notices has been nailed into its chest, back, and head. Wow. Examine the graffiti and notices. A number of the leaflets have been ruined by the rain, but some of them are still legible. One tacked to his back is from something called the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. And one of his on his forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant. One on his chest looks like an official notice. And one appears to be some sort of want ad. Okay, alright. Let's look at them all, one by one.
All right, we'll start with the post for the Office of Vermin and Disease Control.
All right. To those hive citizens wishing gainful employment with the most honourable and generous Sigil government, inquire forthwith at the Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of the brain rats. Bounties paid! Copper given for each rat tail bot. Tails must be genuine and from rat only, no cat, dog, or fiend tail accepted. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official inspector in charge, the respected Phineas T. Lort. Number.
39.
39. There, that makes sense. 39.
There you go.
I have,
all right.
That's one of my things. I can't read Roman numerals.
Can't you? Okay.
No.
Once it gets into like L's and shit like that's where I start to get kind of lost.
Right. Well,
yeah. All right.
Let's look at the bill of fare.
The bill of fare.
Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Dust Bar, but the bill of fare cannot be read, as the words "Smoldering Corpse Bar" have been scrawled in charcoal over the bill. Smoldering Corpse Bar. The zombie immediately jerks his left arm upwards and points far to the southeast. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Reminds me of a job I once had. He seems embarrassed. Well, I mean, without the arms. I wonder if this works with the other notices. If this would work. Let's look at the want ad. Or no, let's look at the official notice. That's technically the next one.
Yep.
Public notice. By order of the Judiciary Council and in accordance with the citizenry of Sigil, let it be known that those defacing a registered servant of the Dustmen, either by graffiti, malicious attack, or posting notices, will constitute felonious assault, and the perpetrator will be answerable for the vandalism of said servant. by order of the Hall of Speakers. Well, alright then.
And the want ad.
And the want ad. Wanted, able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustmen cause. Will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interested parties inquire with Initiate Noraj, Gathering Dust Bar. So we need... The zombie immediately jerks his left arm upwards and points west to the building before you. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump.
Cool.
Thanks. Thank you. Absolutely. Alright,
Yep.
so well, there, it was right there the whole time.
Yep, this is the Gathering Dust Bar right here.
Chief, what are we doing in here? Let's say we just give this place the laugh, all right?
All right.
Almost like the Nameless One responded, but no, we have business here. All right, so there's a few people that are worth speaking to in here. This is Naraj here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of folks that I intend to speak to, but would you like to speak to Siri the Skeptic, Naraj, or there's an initiate in here by the name of Emmerich that we also need to speak to, whose name you may recognize from an earlier episode.
Okay. Let's start at the right and work our way across with Siri the Skeptic.
The Skeptic?
Yeah.
All right.
As you approach, the elderly woman turns and stares at you.
La, look who's come a-calling on Siri today. Death's dearest son.
She looks up at you, up and down at you, and then shakes her head in disbelief.
By every power in its mother, boy, what crypt did you crawl out of?
Let's tell a joke.
All right.
Well, the crypt was losing its charm, so now I'm looking for the right place to die. Know of anywhere? She barks a laugh that rattles your ears.
Not here, unless you want to die of boredom.
I'll keep that in mind. I had some questions.
Questions, eh? Well, you can ask.
Siri looks at you with a steely eye and then smiles.
Crypt crawler.
Let's cut to the chase. I'm searching for a man named Pharod. Have you seen him? Siri's face crumples into a frown.
That dog. He's the worst of collector lot. I heard he has his kip set up somewhere in Ragpickers Square. Many streets west of the mortuary gate. Dangerous place, though. Some of those collectors aren't patient enough to wait for folk to die so they can sell them for drink.
Collectors? I know what they are, but I still want to hear.
Sure.
They're vermin that scavenge the bowels of the hive for bodies to sell to the Dustmen. Make a living off the dead. A motley breed. Takes you shame to share the same city with them.
She sighs.
At least they help keep the streets clean.
I had some other questions. Alright. Should we ask about any particular Dustman?
We could do so, if you like.
Yeah, this is a good time to find out about, Iveen.
All right.
One of the embalmers in the mortuary. Iveen, do you know her?
Who?
Strange young woman, poor eyesight, near deaf, talents for hands. Siri shakes her head.
Maybe she's the new initiate. I've never heard of her.
Alright.
I'm not gonna get much out of that.
All right, no matter. I had some other questions. I'll just ask for my journal, and then we'll leave her alone.
That's fair.
What does it look like?
No idea.
You don't know what it looks like? How do you expect me to find it? Or you to find it, or just to find it? Or anyone,
Find it
really.
in general.
I'm beginning to wonder that myself. Actually, it's of no importance. I must take my leave. Farewell. There we go. She's done. That was interesting. We got to find out
For
about
now.
Pharod. You know.
Yeah, there are more things that we could do with her, but for now, we'll leave her alone.
All right. Let's talk to dude with the jobs.
Okay, you want to talk to Naraj?
Yeah, we'll talk to Niraj.
Oh, get out of my fucking way,
Get out
zombie!
of the
Jeez.
way.
You see a spindle-thin man in dirty black robes. His stiff black hair springs forth from his skull like a crown of spikes, and his leper-white skin is drawn sharply across his skull. He's frowning into his drink and mumbling to himself. Greetings. The Dustman looks up, blinks once, then looks you up and down, studying you. As he studies you, he takes one of his spiked locks and points himself with it. Naraj, Initiate, Dustman, Guard. I'm here about the posting outside. The Dustman looks you up and down. Many troubles have I. Help. Can you? A mausoleum awakes. The dead walk. The dead disturbed. The Dustmen disturbed. Find out what disturbs the undead, and copper coins will I pay. Very well. Where is this mausoleum?
Updated my journal.
Naroj nods. Mausoleum by Dustman Memorial. Go north and west from Black Monument. Go to Arch and semicircle over your heart with this finger, this make. He wiggles the index finger on his right hand. To the mausoleum. Go you will. I'll look into it then. Farewell. I like that guy. Straight to the point. I need a drink. Holy
Absolutely.
crap.
You can deal with that.
All
Zombie
these guys are so raspy.
I mean, they don't have to be, but you seem to
I
be.
seem
you
to make
have made
them
that
that.
choice.
This female corpse is dressed in a heavy burlap shirt covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closed and her arms and legs have been wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seem to have been soaked in preservatives to keep the corpse fresh. As a result, the corpse's rotting odor has been replaced with an equally repulsive vinegar smell.
Oh, well, you were saying you needed a drink, but apparently,
As you turn away, you notice Morty staring at you. Eh? Eh? What is it?
Did you see the way that cadaverous beauty was staring at me?
Morte's teeth chatter as if in anticipation.
She was looking for some lucky cutter to thaw her coffin.
Please don't start this again. Morte ignores you and becomes thoughtful.
I don't really mind the attention, actually. It's just that I like to be seen as something more than just a skull, you know? I have feelings that go beyond my base animal instincts. I want courtship, not some fortnight fling around the mausoleum.
I understand. Now let's get out of here, all right?
you're so unwilling to engage.
It's yeah, the Nameless One I feel is yeah, he doesn't put up with a lot of nonsense, but he doesn't he's not pissy about it either, right? He's just like, okay.
That's fair.
Which is a shame because I really like voicing Morte. Emmerich, okay. You see a heavy-set man with a dark skin and grim features. He's dressed in Dustmen robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have the look of one lost. The man's voice is like stone settling. Did the wind send you, or are you here with purpose?
I'm just gonna point out that you were the one that said that you needed a drink. I mean, I get it. It says his voice is like stone settling. So
I had to do it this time. I was gonna give him a high voice, and then I read that.
I appreciate it.
Oh boy, yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. Who are you? I am Emmerich, factotum and initiate of the Fourth Circle. Is this your bar? If you measure ownership in copper, this is not my establishment. If you measure ownership in spirit, it is mine. He pauses, as if trying to emphasize a point. The Dustmen here are my students. They are under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Emmerich waits. Alright. Holy shit. This guy's rough. Alright, here we go. Let's get to Pharod again.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Emmerich's the one that's supposed to have some information about it.
Absolutely.
Pharod,
Absolutely.
So.
I'm searching for a man named Pharod. Have you seen him? I would know why you seek the collector, Pharod. I wish to speak with him. As do I. He has made such a thing difficult. He speaks through other men. Emmerich falls silent for a moment. When two men speak through other men, little is said and much is lost. Why does Pharod not want to talk to others? The why is unclear. He is a man who hides from others and hides his reasons. I had some other questions. Can we go through the Pharod conversation again? And this time I want to ask where he is.
Alright.
I wish to speak with him.
Yep.
Do you know where I can find him? There we go.
It is not known to me where the collector Pharod is. He hides from the eyes of the Dustmen. I would seek other collectors and ask them your question.
Alright. Alright.
I'll see what I can do then. Farewell.
There are other things that are worth speaking to Emmerich about, but I feel like you might need to take a break and drink a cup, some tea with lemon.
We're out of time anyway, but maybe we'll revisit him.
We're absolutely out of time. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Planescape Torment. We are finally in Sigil. This is the Gathering Dust Bar, and we will be continuing next week. Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody. I hope to talk to you soon.